Hi everyone. I just want to take a minute to walk through the course with you and do a little bit of a virtual tour so you can see where everything is located. Okay, first I'm going to make this full screen and I'm going to change up here in the upper right corner the edit mode to off, which should give me the student view. Okay, so when you log into Blackboard, you should be able to see all of this. And I'm just going to start with the first item in the, whoops, close that, in the left-hand column here and work through them. Okay, so first starting with the home page, which right now is blank, and it's set to announcements. So you will have one of these very soon as I finish this virtual tour and post it for you. And what will happen here is I will send weekly announcements that let you know about the work coming up, review the work that's recently been completed, and let you know other things that are coming up within the next few weeks. I'll also post any changes to the syllabus or schedule here, and it's really how I regularly communicate with you as a class. When I create announcements, not only do they show up here, but I also click send email out. So you should also receive these announcements via email. Then, so once you look at the announcements, which will always be set to the home page, but you should always check in and make sure that you've either read the emails or you're aware of what's most up to date about the class. Then you can click here on Start the Course here. And what you'll see is a list of welcome and introductory materials that I'll want you to go through this first week of class. So first, here's a welcome video for me. It's embedded, and there's also a post to YouTube, but you should just be able to play this easily. I'll just kind of show you.
Hi, welcome to English.
So you can see how that works. I've given you a little bit of a description about how to start this course and listed a few things that I'd like you to read and complete. First is the survey about online learning, which you've already seen. Second is the welcome letter and course syllabus that you've also seen. Then here you will see a similar YouTube video to one that's the same as the welcome, only it's going to be the screen capture video that I'm going to post right here. So you can watch this virtual tour, and then I'm going to ask you to read a few documents here. These are just Word documents, and I would double click or right click and hit open in a new tab. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't have to do that when it's a Word document. That's only for PDFs. And what will eventually come up, eventually, you're seeing another Word document of mine here. So I think we just have to wait for it. But what will come up is an explanation of how the course is organized. I'm doing the same thing in this document as I'm doing in this video, basically going through those links on the left-hand column and explaining what's in them. I've also got here a little bit of an explanation about the different kinds of writing for this class. As I mentioned in the welcome video, we're going to be doing a lot of different kinds of writing, and this will just kind of explain what the differences are. Oh, also the wrong window, I'm sorry. Here we go, Firefox. Okay. And then you can open and read about the guidelines for discussions and the tech requirements for the course. Then, once you've read all of this material, I'm going to ask you to go to this week 1 folder, which contains the work that I'd like you to complete by Friday. And this is how the rest of the course will be organized too. I'll show you that in the first unit folder, which is here. I've got the first week almost set up here, or the second week of class set up in there. Okay, so for this first week, I'm asking you to take the introductory quiz, which is here. You can click on this link, it'll take you right to the quiz, and write a journal letter to me, which you can directly link to here. And also write a primary discussion post introducing yourself to your classmates, which you can click here and it will take you there. I'm going to show you these spaces through the left-hand links, but I just figured this out actually. I didn't realize you could link within an item or a folder here to those particular spaces. So I might find a better way of listing these and organizing these, but this is a new organizational tool for me, so I will work on using that a little bit easier. Okay, so as you can see, that's all of the Start the Course Here material, and that's everything you really need for the first week of class. I'm going to go back over here to the left and show you the syllabus link. So here you'll find a link to the syllabus. Also, if I make any changes, which you will find out immediately through the announcements, you'll also see in this space here. I'll update this official syllabus, but I'll also let you know in this list as well. Then, the most common link that you'll use is a unit link to the left. And these will become visible as soon as you turn in the major project for each unit. So right now you're only seeing Unit 1. This introductory material will be posted later this week. But basically I will share with you the daily schedule for the unit. I'll include a little video explaining the overall ideas of the unit and what the major project is, and also include that project sheet. So you'll start this unit next week by reviewing this material. Then you'll go to the Week 2 folder here, and you'll see your assignments for Tuesday and Friday. Again, work is always due at 11:59 p.m. on the day that it's assigned. So this will be due at 11:59 p.m. or midnight on Tuesday. Now, yes, I definitely want you to shoot to make those deadlines regularly, but if you're writing at night or something and you're trying to finish your thought and you submit it a couple of minutes late, that's okay with me. I just want to make sure that they're all in my inbox in the morning. So here you can see the assignments, and then also due Friday, I've got some links here to articles that I've included, that online links, and then also as PDFs. And I'll be updating this with the direct links to the places where you'll submit these projects sometime this week. So that's basically how the units are organized. Let me show you these spaces as well quickly. So first, the discussions. We'll be using this regularly for the class. And I can actually see that somebody has already posted here, but this material just got loaded up. Blackboard's a little bit backed up right now, a little bit slow. So when I send out my announcement, I'm going to ask you guys who have already started participating in the class to go back and review and make sure that you're following everything. Again, the class doesn't officially start until that announcement comes out. So this is a first discussion board. This will stay open throughout the entire semester. And what you'll do here is post any questions or concerns you have about the course that you think somebody else might have a question about as well. I ask you to use this as much as you can and to reserve email for more personal issues or questions, or when we're corresponding about your specific project. So I'll show you how to post here. So you click on the discussion and then you click Create Thread here, and it will allow you to create a subject heading, which I always want you to do. Post a question here, and then so let's just say question about schedule. When will the Unit 1 material be available? It also lets you attach something from your computer if you have it. You can submit this here and it'll appear here. I'll see who wrote it. And if you're checking in and you want to respond to somebody else in the class, I will give you a point of extra credit for that. You can click here, you'll see the question, and you just hit reply. So that's pretty straightforward. The journal space is also pretty accessible. If you click on journal, you can access that first journal assignment. So you can either access and submit your assignments through these left-hand links, or you can use the weekly links within the unit schedules as well. But if we click here, what you'll find is the instructions for the journal. And then after you read them, you'll just hit Create Journal Entry, give your journal a title, and right. So this is pretty much the same space as a discussion board space. So that's useful. The peer review groups we'll be using, but I'm going to show you those a little bit later. I think this is enough to get us through the first few weeks of the semester, and it's a lot of information at once. The one other link I want to make sure that you're aware of is the My Grades. Obviously, I can't see any because I'm not a student in the class, and also because nothing has been assigned. But I will be setting up the grades so that every assignment will be worth 100 points. So your grade will always be out of that number, and which means that it can also be thought of as a percentage. Let me click back to the syllabus just to remind you of what the weighted grades are going to look like for the class. So all projects and discussions and quizzes and journals, these will all be worth 100 points, but then they will go into a percentage column of your grade. So even if a major project is 100 points, that's only going to amount to 60% of your grade. And this will all be organized in the grade book. It might take me the rest of the week to get that officially sorted out, but you'll be able to view your total percentage, your percentage within each of these categories, and also your individual assignment scores. And I always try to keep that as up to date as possible, and I always ask you guys to also keep an eye on it, and if something looks off or confusing to you, you can always ask me about that. Okay, I think this completes the virtual tour of the class. If you have any questions or want to know something else about the organization, please let me know. I'd be happy to make another video to help you, and I look forward to getting to know you all this week.